And welcome to First Light Valorant Season 10, Week 2. We have JBNNX versus Reigns Ekittens. My name's CaptMedfrag, alongside Gnome, Average Draken,
It's
only
just
fan.
Gnome. It's just Gnome. It's just Gnome. I appreciate the attempt, Betty, but
I couldn't even finish reading your entire name. It's so long.
it's average Draken opposer.
The poser. I thought it was Average Draken, only fan supporter.
I wish, man. I wish.
But alongside Gnome here, thanks for joining me today, Gnome.
Thank you for having me, Betty.
We got an exciting matchup here. We do have Reigns Ekittens, who's definitely looking for vengeance after their 1 point they were able to score last week, unfortunately, in their loss to Rumble. And then we have
Rumble.
JBNNX. Yeah.
It's humble.
Oh, I wrote Rumble down.
Betty.
Whoops. I'm all over the place. All over the place. When I read Rumble, I was like, I don't think it's Rumble, but that's what I wrote down. All right, to humble. Shows you what I know. But either way, they're coming back with a vengeance. JBNNX, obviously, wants to come back with their 7, because according to them, they are top tier. And
Yeah.
I think most people agree.
I think both these teams, to be honest, deserve more than what they got last week. Tough showing for both of them, but I'm pretty sure most people would agree they should be ranked higher. So it'll be interesting to see if they can pick it up this week and which one will come on top.
Yeah, and it's especially worth noting too, this is just week 2, so a lot can change across the board, not just for their positioning, but for the positioning of the other teams in the league, as this is a Swiss bracket, and they are going up against teams that are going to have comparable point totals, which means the teams that win are going up against the winners, and if you continue to win, you're going up against, well, what would be increasingly more difficult teams. And then obviously on the flip side, you may be getting a little easier fight if you just got your handed to you and you had an off game. So that being said, as we look at some of these agents that are picked here, we're into the match, and we have here for JBNNX. They are the defenders, and we got a pretty typical comp with 2 initiators and the Sentinel being Sage, as is expected on Icebox. And then for Reigns Ekittens, we have, what is this, nearly identical setup. I think instead of, we just have Reyna there.
The Gecko.
Yeah.
B-side makes using his ult a little hard. We'll have to see how Zolo here uses it. Oh, and starting off with a fight, and Avatar is dead behind the box, but do they know that Prod is here? I think they spotted him and he dies. 2 off rip on the entry for Reigns Ekittens. This will be a little bit of a hard retake here for JBNNX, but Zolo does get one on the flank here.
Player standing.
1v3 for Tilted Joker. Is he? Nope, not able to get one. 1-0 Reigns Ekittens.
Yeah, unfortunately got classic there, but they were able to get a lot of people on site extremely quickly and then get some kills right off the rip. But we'll see how it fares here with this second round as things start to warm up a bit.
I think that round went a lot faster than JBNNX wanted it to go. They didn't look like they were ready for that fast A. They had the 2 players tucked behind Jen, but both of them died. It was not what they wanted. Well, let's see if they can pick it up. Obviously, we expect this round to go to Reigns Ekittens, but we'll have to see if JBNNX can pull anything out.
It looks like they're going for a hard B push there. There's 2 defending on B site, and we do see a fast rotate coming from JBNNX.
Yeah, the Pia dropping off Nest. They're not contesting the plant here. Looks like they're just gonna opt for the 5-5 retake into the guns. Curry getting picked off by Prod. That's 1 gun dead. But traded, unfortunately. Looks like the gun disadvantage is a little bit too much here.
Yikes.
Yeah,
left alive.
Here,
Oh,
especially with
JJ.
the sprays. Oh, but the wall goes down at a bad time.
Yeah. Prod so far. Oh, and another kill for Avatar.
Oh, and Prod has the Bulldog. And a huge wall there from Avatar.
One enemy remaining.
Prod understanding how vulnerable they are with their low health.
One enemy remaining.
And they're not going to get it, unfortunately. But that is a incredible save round.
Yeah, Prod able to find a bunch of picks with that deal and making it costly, even if they don't win. It's gonna be not the greatest bonus for Reigns Ekittens here. Looking like, yeah, I'm not sure if they're gonna buy here. It looks like Garfield is trying to buy, but the rest of the team is not really buying with them into this. It's a bit weird, to be honest. Nope, decide not to buy up, so it'll be a very weak bonus versus the full buy of JBNNX. Which is exactly what JBNNX wanted out of that round. And we'll have to see if they can capitalize.
Absolutely.
Get out of my way!
Looks like they're running into
3
this.
on A site here, and they are able to pick up one, and JJ picks up two. JJ on the hunt, looking for
Spike
3.
down
Prod does
A.
pick one up, though.
JJ
Still no
with the
plant despite being on too early.
2 quick picks from JJ, and it looks like Curry's able to get one too, so this low buy round, the P able to get one, 2v3. 2v2 now, and they don't have the best guns, I don't think.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
1 HP on Garfield, let's see.
Fortunately, Garfield was not able to pick up a rifle yet.
By the skin of his teeth, JBNNX managed to win the round, but again, it's the same story as last round, where it's a big economic damage done by the team with the low buys.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised how well they were able to do. We did see JJ get a bunch of those kills early on, and we do have a tech pause coming here.
Yeah, the early Bladestorm kills were pretty worrying for JBNNX, but the Pia and Prod able to make that 4v2, I believe it was a 4v2 retake happen, and somehow salvage the round, but did not look good at first. And again, we're seeing the team that bought last round is not doing great on the money side of things this round. We'll have to see what happens. Tech pause right now. We'll know.
Yeah, when we look at the creds here, we do see for Just Banana, it looks like they could get some more rifles in the fight. I'm curious if they're going to keep this eco that they have going on here, because it's a bit of a force, but also half buys. And looks like Prod's probably going to go for knives. And then on the side of Reigns Ekittens, I mean, they're sitting pretty. They're obviously going to full buy. They were on a safe round, and they obviously did excellent last round.
Prod should be able to buy a rifle here for Avatar if he wants it. Now, I'm not sure if they'll do that, but technically we could see like full buy versus full buy plus knives on the side of JBNNX. I'm not sure if they'll up into that. Right now, it's very much a battle of the two jets, right? JJ Boys versus Prod. See which one can frag the most. We are flying off the map. I've never seen this part of the map before.
See what's inside here. Oh my god.
Oh. Where are we? Can we explore a little bit more? What is this? This is where Riot makes all balancing changes. I promise you.
Is there anything in the containers? Is there a hidden?
Yeah, can you go check? Can you go check the containers?
Maybe one of them's got like a little Easter egg in there.
I think one of them has a penguin in it. I'm not sure.
A penguin? Oh,
Yeah, I think one of them does have like one of the little penguins in them. You know. Maybe it's the contain. It might be yellow actually. Think about it. It might be yellow. Yeah, I think it's one of the bigger containers, but.
Oh, the one like on the map.
Yeah. Taking the scenic route. Wow, Icebox looks so nice from this angle. I almost want to play the map.
Oh, go in the tower. Yeah. Look at that.
What are these drawings?
Is that the map? Is that what? Why is it on the back?
It's part. Yeah, it is part of the map. Wait, is that a teaser for a new map? Wait, that's Haven. Wait, what map is that?
That is Haven. That's
That is
Haven
Haven.
and a goofy little children's drawing.
I wonder why Haven's on there. Oh, looks like we're ready to go back in. 2-1 so far. Pretty much how you expect it. One team wins pistol, and then they win their bonus, and then the other team wins their force buy. But the bonus and the force buy not exactly going how we expected that to go. Pretty close, both of them.
On both teams. So I think it's safe to say these teams are pretty equally matched.
Yeah, I think we haven't seen much so far, but from what we've seen, it does seem that way. Looks like Reigns is aiming towards B right now. The entire team towards B. Looking like a fast B take with the Reyna ult.
Tags there from depth to peek through. They are gonna look like they're gonna play retake.
The bomb does go down. Depp is lit big time here. But the picks are coming in for JBNNX. Traded back one by Spirit. 4v3 now.
Straight down, but the return fire. Oh,
One
Avatar
enemy
comes
remaining.
off just before getting it half. That could be. Oh no, it will not be the difference here.
Revealing
Get the
area.
kills and clean it up.
Thanks.
Good round by JBNNX. Again, it's these rounds are so chaotic. I don't know what's going on half the time. It's just there's nothing going on, and then all of a sudden, boom, like 8 kills in like 10 seconds. There's not much structure to these teams. It just seems like they're kind of like going one side and fighting.
Yeah, it's very much, and we've been seeing similar engagements, right? We saw another retake on B site, although it does look like there might be a bit of a mid push here coming from Rain.
JBNNX so far has been opting into that like very heavy retake setup on B, where they're just not fighting them and just choosing to retake. It does look like they are going mid here. 4 members of Reigns towards mid with the Jet towards main. Oh, Dapia with an insane spray down, getting 4. He's gonna be hunting for that ace. They have to have heard the orb being taken.
I don't think so. It doesn't look like it.
It doesn't
I would have thought they did.
But they should make contact with a Jet now. And Dapia with the ace. That was a sick ace. That spray down was nutty.
I'm surprised they came out of that smoke the way they did. They were not looking downrange there for an engagement. There's multiple looking towards window.
Yeah, there's no Reyna flash either. They just opted to dry peek out of that, and Depp just kind of gets a free spray down for 4 free kills, and then picks up the lurking Jet. That is not what they would have wanted, but they're back on a full buy here. Now they may be running into the op of Prod here, who is very much scoped up and waiting, and gets one. Gets another. Oh my god, he's taking over.
Gun here.
And again, it's these very, very scrappy fights, pulling the full rotate from JBNNX, but 2 picks from Prod so far, just making the round so hard to win for Rain. I don't know. Ooh, the lurk, they might not expect this lurk. JJ boys getting his 1. Getting his 2. JJ boys taking over the A side by himself. Traded by Dapia, but Garfield through the mid.
That's a
Eddie, what happened?
One enemy remaining.
It was a 5v3, and then all of a sudden it's a 2v1.
JJ making plays to impact their team and change the flow of this map.
I am so confused. This game is so chaotic. Avatar left in a 1v2 against the Viper's Pit to clutch this up. Does he know that the Sage is so close to him? I don't think he does.
And this is a good Viper ult.
Good, this is well played as well. Avatar missed him. But Garfield cleans it up. I don't know what to say about that round.
There was a lot that happened there. We really thought that they were holding down A site, but somehow JJ was able to sneak in, probably just because people weren't watching where they were supposed to be watching. I think the only other one that was still on the site was Spirit. Was Tilted.
Yeah, Tilted and Prod.
Yeah, Tilted was back site, and Prod was up top watching around, and nobody saw them come through that mid lane there through A main, and they just came around maze. And they knew where Prod was. See if they can do it again.
That's a big mistake right there. That round, they had missed it so much. They had the AWP, they had a bunch of guns, and JJ gets another one. This man is a demon.
Here.
JJ saw where that shot card came from. JJ's about to go for blood.
He's getting such impact frags on the entry, able to like make so much space for his team. Now they've noted that the Jet is flanked, but he gets another. Oh, this man is living up to the Prod name. He is jumping all over. Curry gets one. Gojo gets one. It's a 2v2.
Last player standing.
But the bomb is not planted for him. This will be a really awkward angle.
One enemy remaining.
Takes one, doesn't get the other. It is a JBNNX win. I feel like in all these rounds, whoever gets the first kill loses. I don't know why.
I mean, I think that might be a trend. I cannot confirm or deny, but the rounds have been decided decisively, I feel like, by one player every round. One player pops off, and that's what sets the precedent for the round.
Like
Prod came around on that flank and was able to get one, then to pick JJ off because JJ ended up going back for them, but decided to go up the rope, and Prod punished that.
JJ with a quick dash mid. He does get darted out. Looks himself up, but they're all aware of this. 3 people holding him right now.
There.
We do have a save here from Rain.
Yeah. And it looks like Prod will take the first thing. He's low. He's very low after that fight. Does get healed up. Yeah, takes the fight against the Stinger at long range. Somehow the Stinger, I think, dinks him once or twice, but not enough to kill him, and gets shot in the head.
20 fucking minutes now.
Revealing area.
Oh, JJ with the shorty kill.
Oh, and they get another in the eco. And they get a third. What are these eco rounds? Avatar is holding. It looks like Gojo is kind of stuck mid right now. Avatar is aware.
Spike planted.
And it looks like it's solo versus Gojo. Gojo does fall.
No charges left.
Well, look up the rest. Yeah, it looks like they do go for the rest. Curry gets one. It's a 2v2 with the Gecko being a little low here. We'll have to see if they can do something.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
1v1.
At least they tried.
He heard the step. He knows where he is.
This is nothing.
Curry playing the time game.
Very well played from Curry. Just jiggling to check if the bomb was being defused, and notices that it's not. It just plays the time game versus Prod and wins it out in the end.
Let's get.
And that was a
these
save. That's huge.
Yeah, I mentioned that these teams are just scrapping so hard, and it looks like it doesn't matter what kind of guns they have. It's just back and forth. Even if one team has sheriffs and the other team has vandals, I don't know what's going on. Feels like I'm watching like a team deathmatch.
Not only does it feel like a team deathmatch, it also just feels like what is the team with the guns doing differently that's giving them these opportunities? That's what I can't figure out right now. Prod laying it down though, able to take one out on the belt.
Yeah, I think they're just so willing, both teams, to just take their 1v1 duels that sometimes it just backfires on them. Do they know about the flank? Because, oh, they heard the gun.
You will not kill my ally.
Punished.
So that's what I mean, Medi. He's solo flanking with a ghost. It's a little sloppy from both teams. They're just kind of like,
Very.
see, they're just taking these solo pushes, trying to look for their duels. Now this is very good
The
from the
4v5 setup.
I'm not sure if Curry expects the push out, but the Pia didn't see him. The Pia didn't see him.
Oh, what was?
It's like 2 ships in the night.
Nowhere to run!
Oh my god.
And Tilted gets 2 with the.
That's huge. That's gonna make the flank much more worth
One
it.
enemy remaining.
Medi. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know what's happening.
It's back-to-back save
It's-
wins.
Tilted just gets 2 with the Silva ult and then picks 2 more with the Deagle with the Pia flanking, even though I feel like the Reyna should have known he was flanking.
It's mine, and I will kill to defend.
I am very, very confused as to what's going on here.
Yeah. Especially too, originally I was worried about the flank just because of the numbers, which then puts 5v3, possibly 4v3, knowing if someone else is going to flank from the attackers, but it ended up paying out. That ult was huge to even things up.
It's a save round right now for Reigns Ekittens, but I'll be honest, I feel like this is like the exact
Money's
same
on
thing
them.
as a buy round. Like we've seen, I think, like 3 thrifty wins so far that it like doesn't really matter what we're seeing, you know?
Yes. We are seeing a lot more rotates than we did early on.
Spike down mid.
Wow.
Scanning ahead.
Devin sees 1 mid, knows that they're going up 2. Gonna force the rest of the team to rotate and hang out around there. Kills it
One
with the off
enemy
angle.
remaining.
Gets 1.
It looks like JBNNX managed to stave off this thrifty buy. It's not as bad as the others, right? Only losing 1.
That is the first round that went how it was supposed to, I felt like.
Yeah, because I definitely feel like even the second and third round, even if they went like they were supposed to in terms of who won the round, the damage that was done by the thrifty team was just way too high. You didn't expect that much. This is the one time that a thrifty round has not done like three or more guns of damage, and it's just, I don't know, it's not looking great for Reigns Ekittens to not be able to grab this round. They'll be hoping to grab this one for sure.
We do see a split push here, which is new for them. Ooh, there was a big tag there.
And the Reyna, the lurk mid is just caught so early that they lose out on the first blood again. I feel like JBNNX is just winning all these like first blood engagements unless it's JJ Boys that takes them. I mean, we'll have to see. Here comes the entry onto the A site.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
removed.
7-4. It feels like to me that JBNNX is
Last
a lot
round
more
before
composed
the
in these last
switch.
few rounds.
We cannot keep our goods after this. Spend
It's just
all.
looked better for them so far.
This is the closest
Here.
we've gotten to 2 full buys from these teams in I think like 8 rounds.
Lock in sight. My ult
And it is the last round of the half. If JBNNX wins this, they'll be at a comfortable 8-4 going into the next half, but if Reigns Ekittens win this, it'll be the continuation of a very close match that we've been seeing.
Still in sight.
Enemy tagged.
Give me that. No touch. Ugh.
That's a big kill for
One
sure.
enemy remaining.
Yep, and it looks like it is going to be the 8-4 half for JBNNX. This is what they would have wanted, because they didn't start off too great with that pistol round loss and the bonus round loss, but
Switching sides.
you know, 8-4 half on Icebox defense, you can't really complain, to be honest. They're looking to, you know, close it out with a solid offense side. We'll have to see what happens here.
No, absolutely, and not just that, but like you said, they came out pretty haphazard, I guess is probably the best way to put it. They really cleaned it up there those last several rounds, and that's what they've been looking for this entire game. Hopefully they take it with them on attack, and Rain is going to have to match that in order to stay in this fight.
Yeah, and if we take a look at the scoreboard, it is, as we said since the beginning of the game, very much a battle of the Jets here, with either Jet trying to carry their team to a win. Dapia also having a really good performance, I have to say, on the Viper with that ace again in mid, and 15 kills so far in the half, 20 on Prod and 12 on JJ Boys, trying to carry his team to a win. It looks like JBNNX is about to hit an empty B side actually.
Yeah, which is very interesting that
Scanning
it's
ahead.
empty in the first place. We do see Spirit try to mitigate that, realizing no one's there. I don't know why they're playing so far away on pistol round.
Healing.
So still full 5v5 right now, though.
Yeah, and all of JBNNX Black in the same place, ready to trade off one another. JJ Boys has been spotted, but still gets his kill. Gets another. Was that the Gecko just looking at him?
Oh my god.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
It looked to me as JJ Boys was flanking that the Gecko just walked in front of him and didn't shoot him. I'm not sure what happened there.
Ping diff.
I hope that's it. Otherwise, his team may be a little upset at that because they do lose the round because of it for sure.
Yeah, while somehow still picking up 4 kills from Prod there with this burst of smoke, which is kind of insane.
And it looks like JBNNX is choosing to contact up A here. After that tough loss from them, but Prod is by himself looking for a pick probably with his deagle. He has been shining bright as a star for JBNNX so far, and he'll for sure be trying to look for a pick for his team, but looks like they're about to just run into Curry. He gets to...
Spike down A.
Gets traded, but JJ Boy's
Wow.
behind with the shorty.
One enemy remaining.
Prod able to get one. Let's see if we can get any more this round. I think now it's just about economic damage for him. I don't think he thinks he's going to win the round 1v3 with just a classic.
Shot down.
There's Kira.
Oh,
Trick shot.
Oh!
I survived much worse than you.
That wasn't the way I expected them to go down.
that one's gotta hurt, I'm not gonna lie. I think he dashed into the shock dart actually.
I'm pretty sure he did.
It's a classic Jet
Actually
move.
kind of amazing. Classic. Classic.
26
Now-
and 9 for Prod.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to comment on. That is a huge difference. And I'll be honest, it doesn't feel like it's that big of a difference as far as stat goes when you start looking at like the score, the last 2 rounds, how things are going. Obviously, things are going to be a little bit different here with all the rifles. But it doesn't feel like when you look at the scoreboard, you see the 26-9 and the other double digits up there, only one set of double digits for Rain, that it should be this close.
Yeah.
Garfield playing up right now, which is different than they've been playing in the past on this site. Curry saving Garfield there. That's a big kill from Garfield there on Prod. Tilted able to get the trade and pick up one more.
I'll be sending the wingman to plant here. 3 alive.
Revealing area.
Spike planted. Last player
I do
standing.
not know how Spirit missed them there.
JJ boy's whiffing a lot of his knives. That's unlucky, to be honest, but still good damage to get on the eco. I don't think they'll be upset at all with that one.
No, they shouldn't be upset with that. That's a pretty good eco round. I think that they could have done a little bit better there, with maybe playing a little bit less aggressive, but playing together. There was a lot of 1v1 fights that I feel like did not need to be taken, especially towards the end. But we did see a great move there from Garfield, just able to push up, get some space, take out Prod, which is obviously a big deal in this fight right now.
It looks like they'll be going towards that B side again. Looks like this time Garfield playing a little less aggressive, but still really close to this Viper wall. And getting spammed out. He lives somehow.
Wow.
I don't know how he lived that one.
That's spike, Wings.
Spike
I don't know why
planted.
Solo walked up there to have them plant the spike. Could have sent Wingman up.
And they tapped the bomb, but nobody's on. Garfield with 2 quick kills.
Big
And
thing.
I think they darted the last 2, so they know.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
And JJ boys, oh my god.
Absolutely carrying the team. Someone get this man a chiropractor. When the clutch comes in, they're there. Incredible play. Incredible play from the team all around. Again, at least there's more double digits on the board. It doesn't look nearly as bad, but the scoreboard does not speak for itself.
Yeah, I feel like
Rain
if you,
Go ahead. Sorry.
I feel like if you looked at the scoreboard, you would not think that it's a 9-7 game. I mean, Prod is completely dominating in terms of kills, and Dapia is not far behind, and yet they're like 9-7, really close. I feel like just these frags from JBNNX are coming after like the defuse or after it matters. It's
Get out of my
a bit
way.
surprising.
I think there's like 7 or 8 kills from Prod alone that didn't have anything to do with the match because it was after the defuse. JJ knows they're up tight with not able to pick up 2, but Depp is. Curry punishes the peak, but Avatar with the trade. It is a 2v2.
These chaotic rounds, man, they just keep going. Again, it's like in the space of like 20 seconds, you have 6 kills and it's left to a 2v2 with 1 minute left on the clock.
Yeah, it's like 500 DPS in 20 seconds. 420 seconds, excuse me. 500 DPS.
Yeah, these teams are just so scrappy. They're just so willing to fight each other, especially the 2 Jet players are like very much trying to look for their wands, their duels. I think Prod's gonna go unchecked here.
One enemy
Poison's
remaining.
gone.
That's unfortunate. As a Viper main, I feel that.
One v2. I don't think this is looking very likely for Spirit here. They're in very good post line positions. The dart, he knows one's behind yellow now, but I don't think he knows where the jet is.
Last player standing.
Wow.
Almost.
Spirit with the quick pick, but not able to finish off
Look
Avatar.
at me. and know that I am by your side.
Yeah, and it's not looking good for Reigns Ekittens right now. Only one player with enough money to buy, and I think he's going to be opting to use the knives anyways, so it's going to be a full save here for Reigns Ekittens, hoping that JJ Boys may be able to find a few kills to open up an opportunity in this round, but until then it's looking like a very, very tough round with just absolutely no money to spend here.
Here.
But that doesn't mean anything in this match. Although there's a lot less sheriffs in the fray than there is normally.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, and JJ Boys dying off rip is not a good news for Reigns Ekittens. He had probably the best tool they had. Oh! That's a Gecko detaining his own teammate right there.
Spike planted.
Stay down.
One enemy remaining.
Prod tried to pick up the ace. Fortunately, gets classic while doing the reload.
That man is
Reds
farming
and all that.
egos. GG. 33 kills.
I'm curious to see how this round goes, because I think we saw a similar performance from JBNNX in the first half, where it took some time for them to warm up and get their momentum going. And it looks like that's what's happening right now, but now that there's full buys across both, JJ got the op. Curious to see how it goes.
It's just a contact up, I mean, they just silver darted, they put the wall down. Well, actually, they didn't put the wall down, they'll be putting the wall down now. But they still haven't made a single step. Silverdrone should spot out Dep here and a few more. And here they come. I think Dep just chooses to go in. Oh my god, entering Viper. You do this, Medi?
I'm not Dep, unfortunately. But yes.
I was gonna say, come on.
Not ready yet. Revealing area.
It's going to be a big dart there. That ends up delaying the plant.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Not ready yet.
Could be a less than a 1v2 after getting those two entries. Oh, 1v1 for another ace.
Dep looking for another ace.
Does he know that JJ Boys is on top right now? I'm not sure he does.
I think they tagged Dep there.
Oh! That one step might hurt him really bad. But Dep able to get another ace.
Wow.
Match
Impact
point.
frags.
Wow. Now, not only was that just an incredible play from Dep, there was just so much to unpack as far as all those engagements, how it went down, 2v1, and I think what we really saw there from Reigns Ekittens is a difference in synergy that JBNNX has really picked up on. They're able to make plays and push through it and take the momentum through them on attack. Reigns Ekittens, on the other hand, they're able to make plays, but they're not able to capitalize on it as a team. They're not playing off of it. They're solo fighting. It's a 2v1. They're not playing together.
Yeah, and I think if you want a tutorial on how to play a Viper ult, there's not much better than what Dep just did right there. He played that very beautifully. And then he does this.
Actual factual. If you're a Viper and you just stay in your ult, you're doing it wrong. By going in and out of your ult, it allows you to get vision and allows you to catch the enemy off guard. Doesn't always pay off, but especially in those low number situations where it's not 5 people that you're dealing with, but only a handful, it's definitely beneficial, and we saw it there. You have a 4v3 here.
Yeah, it'll be
Puts it a little low.
I'm not sure what happened. I think Dep overheated a little bit towards B side, giving a free pick, and then Prod looking for a mid lurk, also giving a free pick.
Nowhere to run!
And there we see it. This is Solo swing.
Last player standing.
And I'm not sure Tilted can do much about this one.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
he's able to get 2, but traded by Gojo. I got worried for a second.
Same, but this is huge economy-wise.
Blasphemous.
Rain is not going to be able to full buy this next round. I think what we saw there was a little bit of hubris. Got a little bit comfortable. They were doing well. They were up in mans. They're like, I can take this fight. My teammates will get them. And sometimes they don't. It just happens. It doesn't matter how good your teammate is. Like, I know this is a tactical shooter and precise gunplay, but sometimes it's not.
I think the Pia and Prod getting a little overzealous there. Both taking dangerous peeks and it backfires really badly. And despite Tilted almost pulling it off in the end, they do lose the round, bringing it to 12-8.
Out of charges.
Well, they still have the good buy here, not
Revealing
utilizing it to
area.
go towards B, where the long sightlines, they can exploit these rifles.
Spike planted.
Rain playing this very slow, waiting for the retake, waiting for all their teammates to get there. I do like this. They don't have anybody going flank though, which I am okay with as long as they're able to explode together. But unfortunately, Def picks one off before they're even able to exit.
Monster on the loose.
And the Gecko does come in here, and the Gecko is very good on this B side. JJ Boys gets 1.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
1v1, 1v1. Proddy's been good for this whole game. But he's not good for it.
Unfortunate.
Did Prod even shoot?
Oh, he definitely shot, he just didn't shoot well enough.
It happens, and I think that's Exhibit A.
And the money now just doesn't look that good for JBNNX this round after spending a lot of it last round. 12-9, if they mess this up, we might be looking at a 12-12 overtime.
Possibly, but nothing surprises me with all the save rounds that have turned out to be wins. But once again, we also don't see a full buy from Rain, unfortunately for them. Both these teams are really hurting.
It's been force buy after force buy for Rain, and it's showing with their economy a little bit in shambles. This play coming in, all of them. This is where I saw
Gojo picks up
Def
2, Garfield picks up 1, and Solo gets a trade there. Wow! Absolutely punished there. That's unfortunate for Just Banana, because their economy's in the tubes, and they weren't able to do anything to continue to disrupt Rain's economy, which is, I think, maybe like the 3rd round we've seen like that this entire match.
Yeah, you would think that JBNNX would know that that's not some place they want to go after Depp picked up an ace there, but looks like they just kind of went for it and it backfires. The same thing as Rain's Ekittens when they went there, so that on the 2 position, not comfortable for either team on the attack side.
No, not at all. And I don't blame them for trying. They haven't done it yet. So they were trying to change things up since they've been getting shut down the previous 2 rounds.
Oh, we didn't get to see that on screen, but Tilted just picks off Curry in the tube walk down there with his Marshall from CT, or from T side, sorry. But that was an insane shot.
Looks like they're about to head up tube, and they wait for Prod to lead the pack. We'll see if Garfield's able to hold them off a little bit. Saw some sprays.
Trades back and forth and chaotic again, but it's a 3v3 and they slow down a little bit. They're waiting for Tilted to make his way up, and he does make contact from B main.
Trade after trade, but there is spike control now inside of tube. And JJ looks like they might be overheating a little bit. This is a
30 seconds
kind of a
left.
bad spot that they're standing in.
Yeah, it is, but now they know where
Not ready
Tilted
yet.
is, and they'll be going. Yep, JJ gets his third on the round. 12-11 is gonna
But
be
what
a
I loved there was what we saw was, granted, JJ in a
I have money.
interesting spot, but what we saw was that Spirit, Spirit, come on over, and they clearly spoke and decided we are going to play together. We're gonna cover this tube like our life depends on it, and we're gonna play together. And it worked. The engagement started, and then Spirit just played distraction, so that JJ can get the off angle. But that's what I want to continue to see out of Rain if they want to be able to take this in OT.
Yeah, I think both teams we know are very good at aiming, but it's like that one extra bit of teamwork is what's making a difference. Towards A, JBNNX goes here again. This has been pretty successful for them so far. Towards the B side, sorry, not A side, B side. We'll have to see if it's the Pia with a pick.
Welcome to my world.
I thought Gojo was playing a little aggressive. And they weren't even holding really an angle there. They were just exposed.
And Tilted is holding for that flank. JJ, boys, catches it.
lucky. We have
Right here.
Dap trying to masterfully craft inside his ult again.
And it's a 4v2. This is not
Darko
how
can
Rain's
pick up one and
Last
counter
player
ult.
standing.
Runs into the ult without the gun out. Can't say I've never done that before. And there it is.
Attackers win.
13-11. JBNNX takes the win in week 2.
What a game.
That was a very interesting game. It was very, very fun. And very, very good for both these teams. Both these teams are picking up a good amount of points. Obviously, just Banana picking up the 15 points here. But Rain picking up a big 11 points, which is huge for them considering last week's showing. And that's going to be big for them in their bid for the playoffs. So hopefully they can keep that going and be a contender here towards the end.
Yeah, and I think the most important part of this matchup between these two guys is they're showing that last week's performance doesn't define their team, that they're much better than what they showed last week. Both of them taking the L last week, but this week, JBNN able to take the win, and Rain's able to take 11 points away from this. I'm sure even if it's not the win, they won't be too upset about that 11 points. So these two teams, they're getting, they're making their way up slowly, even if it's not a win. I'm just happy to see both of them, have a good performance here.
Absolutely. And I'm looking forward to seeing how they progress in the coming weeks and they work on that synergy because it's clearly there. They clearly have it. They just maybe they need to warm up a little bit beforehand because both these teams definitely warmed up late. And I was happy to see them progress and learn and also learn about the other team and how to play against them. But any last words before we sign off here, Gnome?
No, not really. I'm just thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes, and thank you for casting alongside me. Thank you to our production crew today. We got our humble pocket sage Cap, and we had Ladybug alongside our lovely producer Mickett. That being said, for First Light Valorant, I'm CaptMedfrag signing off, and we'll see you in the next one.